Before the wedding, with outfits sewn and goats reserved, the impossible happened. In Omura, where tradition roared louder than truth and secrets slept beneath red earth, love was never just between two people, it belonged to families, ancestors, and whispers. That was how Chibuzo Okeke met Ifunanya Nwoi. It happened during the New Yam festival, when the air smelled of roasted corn and palm wine, and masquerades danced like spirits on borrowed time. Chibuzo saw her across the crowd, laughing, unguarded, untouched by the weight of expectations. In that moment, something settled in him. Not desire. Certainty. Introductions were made the Igbo way. Elders spoke. Wine was poured. Hands were shaken. What began as interest grew into intention, and intention hardened into plans. Wedding plans. Umura bust. A millionaire groom. A graceful bride. A union everyone approved of. Everyone, except one. Amarachi, Ifunanya's cousin, moved through the preparations like a shadow with a smile. She offered help too often. Asked questions she didn't need answers to. Watched Chibuzo longer than was proper. No one noticed. Why would they? Envy rarely announces itself. Days before the wedding, with outfits sewn and goats reserved, the impossible happened. Chibuzo cancelled the wedding. No warning. No explanation. Shock froze Umura. Ifunanya's family marched to the Okeke compound, anger colliding with confusion. Elders sat in silence until Chibuzo's mother placed a phone on the table. What appeared on the screen shattered the room. Images of Ifunanya, compromising, humiliating, beside Kenechukwu Obi, Chibuzo's business rival and enemy. No words could survive that moment. Her mother wailed. Her father aged 10 years in one breath. Ifunanya stood frozen, unable to recognize the woman in those pictures. The families parted in disgrace. Negotiations followed. Pleas. Tears. Chibuzo refused. The wedding died. That night, Ifunanya collapsed. When she woke, another truth surfaced, quiet, cruel, undeniable. She was pregnant. Chibuzo's child. But shame screamed louder than innocence, and Amarachi was there, offering comfort, sowing confusion, tightening the news she had carefully woven. To escape the scandal, Ifunanya fled abroad, carrying her secret and her unborn child alone. She told no one. Chibuzo was left broken. He believed he had been betrayed. Success no longer comforted him. Nights grew longer. Bottles replaced sleep. The man once admired for control slowly drowned in confusion. Amarachi returned, this time, closer. She played savior. One night, she drugged him. Months later, she claimed pregnancy. Even she did not know the father. But pressure mounted. The Okeke family insisted the child must be born in wedlock. Chibuzo married her, hollow and unsure. Years later, Ifunanya returned. She was not the girl who fled. She arrived with calm eyes, steady steps, and a son named Obina. The boy's face stopped conversations mid-sentence. His resemblance to Chibuzo was undeniable. Like looking into the past that refused to stay buried. Ifunanya had not come for love. She came for the truth. The light cracks late one night, haunted by doubt, Chibuzo re-examined the images that destroyed his life. He noticed what grief once hid, editing marks. Timestamps that didn't align. Details that screamed forgery. The pictures were fake. Photoshopped. The revelation detonated in front of both families. Amarachi's denial collapsed under evidence. Her tears meant nothing now. The room filled with gasps, curses, and silence sharper than knives. She was exposed. Chibuzo divorced her immediately. Amarachi was disowned. Her name erased. Her family cut ties as though she never existed. Ifunanya and Chibuzo stood face to face, not as lovers, but as survivors of the same lie. They did not reunite. Some love arrives too early. Some truth arrives too late. But together, they raised Obina, not bound by marriage, but by honesty. And in Umura, elders still say, when the drums fall silent, the truth will always speak.